Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And today we're going to be focusing on starting up our industries. Right, still loading screen. For some reason this game takes a long time to load, even if the files are local. That was always the case, but hey ho. Beggars can be choosers, right? Okay, so let's see what we have in front of us first. We need to finish I think the sewage outlet needs to be connected fully. We had that issue with the game. I'm still playing the game for this. I thought I had everything covered, but obviously for some reason it didn't connect where we wanted it to connect. So I'm not 100% sure what went wrong there with us trying to connect our sewage outlet. We had to destroy the pipe and we need to reconnect it now. That's gonna be the main issue. The second big issue is going to be putting our factory in operation. It's gonna be delivering. We're gonna need chemicals for the fabric factory, and we're gonna need a lot of workers. We're gonna start with the sewage because this is the most important part for us. It's highest priority, so all of this is good. I will really need... can we notify me when finished? Yes, please. Fire. Oh, right. Oh, no, I wanted to start with the first fire. We had the courthouse being set on fire. I don't know. Who doesn't like the judicial system? I'm gonna blame the... Why does this have car entrance? Anyway, I'm gonna blame Dennis for this, because Dennis is the one who's like, you don't need a court system in the beginning. Yes, you do. Shut up. You know nothing about anything. All jokes aside. Building is without power supply. This is unfortunate. So let's see what we're missing here. Power supply here. Okay, that is not ideal. Yeah, we're missing prison here without electricity. How does that work? Sewage tank is overflowing, so we have a couple of issues. No biggie. We're gonna go and build this. I am not planning on building anything else in this part of the city. This is more or less finished. Well, famous last words. I mean, if you play this game long enough, which I usually do, I start rebuilding the city and building everything from scratch. Like, not from scratch, like I'm rebuilding parts of the city that I think need some like nice things done to it. Like, oh god, how does this work now? Okay, yeah. Just build it. And overhead cables here because reasons. And which one we want? I want this one because I might use this one for something else. Anyway, so let's continue with this. We do have a big money issue. We are down to only 10% of money that we had from the get-go. But yeah. That's fine. Ooh, 11 persecutions. 11% prosecutor -1 expired prosecution. So that means they didn't prosecute one person out of what, 9 or something like that. So that means they prosecuted 9 people. There's only 2 prisoners here. That's very interesting. That's also a thing that I would like to start doing. The easiest thing is to have these people work in the heating plant. Do we want that? That's a good question. They won't be working here now because of it's quite seasonal, the heating plant, so I might actually send them to one of these factories. Okay, let's go and do the needful. First, monitor if our people are happy. We are not getting any notifications. Happiness was 69%. Haha, Oolykee said 69. There was 69% before, and now they're 70%, so happiness is increasing. University here, we have a lot of people and a lot of sewage. We are for cheat mode. Thank you. Cheat mode on, just to get cheat mode. If you don't know, it's you press button CHE. That's for cheat mode on. You can cheat in money and everything else that you want. I absolutely never do this. I only use cheat mode for basically 2 things. It's the more detailed .38 percentage that you get from the growth of the fields, and in the field one as well. If you press left control and hold left control, you can see the amount of fertilizer that is on the fields and these kind of small things. If I remember something else, I'll let you know, but I think it's basically those couple of things. Okay, we need to go and focus on our bus construction offices. We can see here that we have a lot of capacity everywhere, so I'm just gonna focus on to see one by one what we need to do here. I'm 100% sure that these constructions are not going to function without us actually assigning vehicles to them. And why is this not having a lot of stuff assigned to them? Ah, perfect, there we go. So let's start with these. We're gonna go with the bus 3 because it's the first one. I'm gonna put higher priority. This one is not important. This one is gonna go bus 3 as well because it's a lower priority. It's only 9 work days required to finish this construction. This is a big one. This is going to be bus, the next bus, that will be bus 1, and put it as high priority, and then that will be it. That will be it. Oh my god, did I do... Okay, let's say that I didn't do anything too stupid, which is understatement, right? Okay, so this is done now. Demolition is done. They just need to take the materials away, and it's not far to take it, so hopefully we're gonna have the sewage connected very, very soon. Okay, so we have the next one then. I think this is as good one as any, so put this on F3. I want to do underground first, but that's it. This doesn't need to be finished now, so I'm gonna totally skip that. This absolutely needs to be finished, and this is the one that they actually didn't work on. That is unfortunate, so I'm gonna assign this here and put this as bus. I think I'm gonna go with bus 1 as a secondary one because it's not going to take a lot of time to finish this. Machinery can do this, that's gonna be the bulldozers, but if they have other priorities, I think they're gonna focus on that. So let's go for this one. This is gonna be the last one, bus 2, as a priority, and that's it. I think our bus construction offices are busy enough. Let's put this one as bus 2 without priority, and this one also as bus 2 without priority, just so they can work on something if I don't... demolition finished, perfect, thank you very much. Let's go finish the connector, the biggest pipe, that's what she said, and looks like it's connected now. Is it going to work? God only knows. This needs to be assigned to absolutely everyone, and I'm gonna assign even... oh really? Here we go. Bus, road, bus, footpath actually can go, that doesn't matter. Everyone! And put this as a priority, just because this is gonna resolve a lot of issues that we might have around here. Okay, so we have a couple of... Oh, they even assigned the excavator to this. Yay! We have excavator. That's fine. And this one can be built... Oh, these guys can be built by locals. Let's do that. Let's get some locals. 5 locals working 3-4 days. 4 days here. They should be finishing this. Notify when finished. Prohibit waste disposal. Doesn't really matter because there's only one type of waste that they can accept from the beginning. So I'm not... yeah, I'm not bothered by that. I was like, maybe if you separate it straight away, they're just not gonna... No, they will. Actually, let's see if we can have this one up and running. This is the experiment if the vehicles can actually enter. The vehicles picking up waste can enter through footpath, or do we need to have a road? Do we need to have a road connection? Footpaths are only on sides. They're allowing us to build it without vehicles, but still there's a vehicle access to this building. Waste collection. This could be my new favorite building for waste collection, if this is so. This is so. Bear in mind that previously, when I played, I think previous series that I made like a few months ago, we were able to attach footpath connections to these container stands, vanilla ones. Even here, but before that, when I did the Elementaria series, we couldn't. There was only road access, so, you know, there's only one access, so you have to have road access to connect it. Even though I made it work, and it was actually, in my personal opinion, quite successful. I loved the design of the cities I did in the Elementaria series. You can find it in the on the channel if you want to go and see it, but it was kind of old style 18th, 19th century European cities, where we had the blocks of the buildings next to the street, and in the back was container stands picking up stuff, and it was extremely dense, much more dense than this, even though the buildings were all like 30-40 people max. Coffee time. There was one or two buildings a little bit longer than that. I built like super blocks or blocks surrounded by footpaths, and only every 3 blocks or every 2 blocks was a road around it, and in between like a lot of footpaths and stuff. It was magnificent. Due to the game mechanics, I think this is way more efficient, just because how the people walk around here, how the people interact with the environment, and I personally like this design of the city more in real life, just because you do have whatever you think about residential buildings, any residential buildings. Usually what I found out, people who are saying that these are just gray monstrosities. First of all, this one is brown yellowish. Khaki, this one is khaki. Second of all, usually people like that, usually people who I had a discussion about ugly residential buildings, they don't like residential buildings at all, any of them, so they're house people, which is perfectly fine. Anybody should have an opinion on that, and absolutely glorious. But in my personal opinion, if you want density, if you want have density industrial areas, you cannot. It's really hard to build it around the urban sprawls. You have to have mass of people actually going to work and stuff, and this is what I prefer. If you have to have density, make it dense. Like a building can be dense, like 10, 15, 16 floors, and then around it huge amount of parks and the greenery, and this is what it is like here. If in reality the Soviet styles, well, I would say socialist cities, because it's not only Soviet, like in Yugoslavia, which was not part of Eastern Bloc or Soviet Union or Eastern Bloc, they had similar socialist design of the cities, of the neighborhoods, that gave a lot of density, but quality of life was extremely great. It wasn't just like block on top of block, which most of the cities these days were out of control are building in these countries, as well as even Western countries. I live in Dublin, Ireland, and new neighborhoods being built. It's just apartment building, very rarely parks, open areas, amenities, and all that stuff. It's somebody else's problem in the future. This was designed with a plan that people within walking distance, they have everything except job. Airport job, there's a labor pickup hole. So yeah, that's the story or idea behind how these cities should be designed. I will just go and double check all the constructions that we have to finish here, just list them out. So this is the storage area for the finished product, that will be clothing. We have a clothing production line or factory. I think, well, this really doesn't matter. Don't think that this is just a pet peeve of mine. Just wanted to make sure that they know in which direction they're supposed to go. That they don't go in the opposite direction. Like I mentioned previously, that this could change, because I might use this storage for chemicals, because they can store more chemicals than here, which depending how many chemicals, what's the volume of chemicals they can store. Its import is 12 tons. I think I don't need to use storage for chemicals, because these distribution covered hull trucks can carry, oh dear God, 2.1 tons? No, these are smaller ones, right? Are these smaller ones? Yeah, why do I have small? Ah, right, because eventually I was supposed. Yeah, because nothing here needed vast amounts of well of materials, but I probably should consider getting bigger ones because now we're gonna have stuff. Okay, so we have our first test over here. They're prohibited to put waste here. What you would put in these? So this is the. What do people produce as waste? With maximum recycling. Aluminium is not a thing. Aluminium you only get when you recycle helicopters and planes. I don't like either of those things, producing or using. We'll see if we're gonna do it in this series, but yeah, construction waste, it's only for mines and demolition offices. And like mines, I think you would get some in the construction area, construction material production, like gravel processing and stuff like that, so you don't get it in cities. So mixed waste, yes. Construction waste, no. Metal scrap, yes. Aluminum scrap, no. Plastic waste, yes. Biological waste, yes. Hazardous waste, maybe. Not really, because hazardous waste is only being collected next to the hospitals. And other facilities that produce hazardous waste, like factories, but you wouldn't have living areas for humans here, so you wouldn't be having like metal waste out of these like fabric factory. We can go and check every factory. Most of the factories produce this. They produce biological waste, burnable and other waste that's just mixed waste. You cannot recycle that. Oh, look at this. We don't have any. Why is this not accepting any waste? Maybe because they're not. Since this was finished, they didn't even start producing any waste. So that's probably why. So. Here, for example, from time to time I like to put this like this and just have everything here to see what they're actually producing and in what quantities. For example, we had initially, you have here like metal scrap is under 5%, over 5%, plastic waste over 10%, biological waste over 20%. Once you start recycling biological waste, this is very nice to have the turn it into compost and then use it for fertilization of the fields and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but that's down the road. Okay, something that I want to try to repeat in every one of my videos just to explain myself how I do things. This here is just a huge mess. Some of those things I can understand in my head. That would be, I'm just gonna assign something big to this, guys. I think this one is going to be fine, and yeah, I'm gonna put it as higher priority. So it kind of makes sense in my head what needs to be done, but I'm gonna try to explain construction offices real quickly. Construction offices, how constructions work in this game. Every building has construction phases. The first one is almost always foundation. Rare buildings only have foundation level, let's say waste dumps. I'm not sure about the vanilla waste dumps, but Rob says once it's very interesting, they can be finished with just excavator. You never have to assign anything else to this, but some extremely rare buildings have only groundwork phase. They can be finished fully. I want, because if you don't need humans on construction sites, you want, I think we all want this to be finished by automation, by humans not interacting with this. Your human labor is best used to actually build stuff like products that you can sell, export, and so on and so on. So this is how we function. How construction functions in this game. At one point, machinery cannot do anything else, and then if you leave everything on automation except assigning humans to construction sites, you will end up with something like this. Groundwork done, other work done, everything except human intervention that you need is finished. So you end up with a building that has everything done, or like in this case almost everything done, because there's one more stage called Current stage is laying bricks, but it's like finishing work or something. The currently work here is says they say pouring concrete, but this is finishing stage of this construction. This one finishing stage of this one, because everything it needs to be for finishing this stage is 168 work days, and to finishing the entire construction just 168 work days. So this is the last stage, laying bricks. In this one, the last stage is pouring concrete. In this one, laying bricks is not the last stage, because they still have another stage, because there's still materials required for finishing this construction. So they have these construction stages, and this game works that almost 100% of cases humans are needed to finish the construction. And this is how I base my construction industries. I let trucks roam wild, just go everywhere and construct everything, deliver materials, do everything that you want, except I'm going to choose what's going to be finished. And how do you choose that? By limiting how humans are delivered to construction sites. And this is where the bus construction offices come into play. There's a small trick where you assign cranes. It can be road crane, can be big cranes as well. We're going to use big cranes soon enough. But road cranes are perfect for these small construction offices, because you can balance your road crane and the microbus deliveries to construction sites. So yeah. This is one of the ways of doing this. So I will. You have you have a tutorial how I usually do this, how I design my construction offices. Hopefully soon enough I'm gonna record another tutorial, because that one is out of date. How I make my construction offices, how I set up my construction offices. But every series that I make, I do it the same way. So just a heads up, you already have it there. Okay, that being said, we need to go and tackle another issue that we have. I'm just gonna check the walking distances for my humans to the shopping center. I will explain why I'm looking at this very shortly. I wanted to show you what's happening in my construction offices. Nothing. This is the problem. Nothing needs to be done. All my covered hull vehicles, or my concrete mixers, or my dumper trucks, they're all standing still. They have nothing to do. So we really need to employ them. So how do we employ them, and what do we need? We already mentioned that we don't have enough people to work in other industries. This industry is going to require 130 people, I believe, and altogether is going to be 260 times three shifts. But initially I'm gonna just set up the fabric factory and clothing factory, and clothing factory is gonna work 50% capacity, and this one hopefully 100%, but even for that you need 130 people times 3, because there's 3 shifts that they work in. So approximately this many people needs to be here at every time. That means we're gonna need 390 people excess workers working here, and currently it seems like we have 65, 70 let's say, plus we have a capacity building here that has only one person living in there, which I don't think it's a problem. I don't need more people coming here. Looks like we are getting all the workers that we need from for our current construction. Whatever we need, we're getting. So I will not populate this building more, but seeing this, we already know that we need more. That we need more people working in this in our industry. So we need to gravitate towards here. And what I was checking here is the shopping center, and seeing what's the furthest they can walk to this shopping center. Looks like it's 409 meters, which is shocking to me. I think that the longest distance is 450 meters, but something might have changed, I don't know. But if it's 409 meters, this is great. Because I'm thinking about building residential buildings right over here, the next ones, so they're in walking distance in most of our amenities. These amenities here are not necessary for anybody. These are courts, police officers. The people don't need to come here. Where they need to come is, let's say, the House of Culture, and even this, if we continue constructing some of the buildings that we already have, even this House of Culture, it seems like it's going to be in walking distance. Seems like it's going to be in walking distance to everywhere where we want it. I was hoping to get this connected here. Yeah, looks like it's going to be challenging. No, doesn't like it. What about if I do this and then try to connect? No. No, this one doesn't like it. That's fine. That's fine. I can connect it like elsewhere or like whatever. I can try to do something with it just to make this shorter trip to them there. But it's not a problem. What you should do is build these amenities all around your cities. Whenever they're missing something, just build it there. So my first thing that I'm gonna do here is gonna try to go for a bigger capacity, not the quality but the quantity. So I'm gonna build a neighborhood over here, like something like this. Not neighborhood. I'm gonna start with residential buildings. Residential buildings right here. You can see that there. You see the lines, yellow, blue, brown, and red. Those lines mean that they are in range of all the basics that they need, like sewage. And I'm gonna T the sucker, rotate twice. Then try to build it here. The next one. And do it like this. So I'm gonna go and just prepare ourselves for the next construction projects, and that will be these residential buildings here. Yeah, this should be connected, easily connectable, but yeah, Feng Shui doesn't work here. So this is gonna give us an enormous capacity for people living. This is gonna be 314 people, plus this one, when it's fully populated, is gonna be 471 additional people can work in this city. 471, and we said that we need like 390 for only like one factory, like half of this factory and one of these to function. So this should be relatively decent capacity. I'm just gonna check if we have any. I don't think we're gonna have footpath connection to waste collection, but I think I might do. I don't know if this is going to work, but look, I'm not afraid of test stuff and, like, you know, claim that I'm testing stuff just, you know, to cover my failures. But I don't mind doing this, for example. Let's do this, and then here we can do and finish this footpath from the other side. For example, if I go here, do this. Oh my god, these are very fast. We already have excavators on this side. Beautiful, beautiful. This is going directly to this, but that's gonna be removed eventually, so we don't care. This should be covering both of these buildings. If this works, if it doesn't work, that's fine. Our demolition office is gonna have stuff to do. This is distribution office. I'm just gonna try to remove this. Yes, thank you. Because this is your temporary, not the footpaths. Footpaths to the people, that's what I'm telling you. Footpaths to the people. And of course, when you do this stuff, the trucks in this game just lose their mind. So yeah, there we go. Another footpath construction project from the opposite side, so they can connect everything better. And then I think this is smart thing to do, just to have everything automated. And this is where the footpath theory of footpath construction office, having very, very small segments and very small amount of gravel needed to be finished, is being... It came. This is where the theory came from. Anyway, this is not done, but looks like everything is delivered. We assigned everybody under the sun on this, so that's fine. Yeah, that's the basic thing. That's what I wanted to do. So thank you for watching. Bye bye. No, we're gonna continue. We need to just be careful, or at least think about what our people are gonna have here, like access to which amenities. So the House of Culture here, if you see walking distance, they are in walking distance to House of Culture, so no issues there. Kindergartens, even both kindergartens. Oh wait, actually I was supposed to watch from here. Let's see. Kindergartens, these are out of range, these are not. Oh, look at this, we have so much capacity in kindergartens. I will limit this just to have more free workers. So let's say 5, let's go for 5 over here. This will increase, but yeah, we even have kindergartens, so people don't have anything to complain, except church, of course, but hey ho, you know, beggars can be choosers. Maybe if you're a religious beggar, maybe you can choose then. I don't know. That's a very bad joke. Uh, yeah, so this is obviously in walking distance, so no issues there. Oh, what they're gonna choose as a walking main road? That's fine. Upgrading to asphalt, I don't see, we discussed this in last episode, I don't see the need to focus on asphalting roads. Most of the vehicles go 60 kilometers per hour anyway, 62. These roads allow them to go 60 kilometers per hour, so I'm happy with that. Okay. The last check here, mic check. I'm just gonna check mic. Oh, here we go. B1 doesn't have anything to do. Okay, B1 looks like they could use a couple of smaller projects. This is B3. Nobody's coming here. I'm gonna assign B1 to this as well. But as a secondary, this is a primary. There we go. B1 here. B1, so I'm just gonna double check if we have everything assigned. B3 has 3 construction projects, B1 has 2, and B2 has 3, and B2 has 2. So yeah, I'm gonna just speed this up so we can actually build something. As you can see here, what was it? B2 was 1. It doesn't matter, I'm just gonna assign this even further. And this, I think B1 was fast on other projects, so I'm gonna just give them even this project. Yeah, so electricity for the prisoners, or yeah, hopefully nobody escaped, even though there's no electricity. There's another. It seems like there's enough people with guns here, so you know, keep them without power. So yeah, police officers looks like they have one unexamined criminal case last year, one expired prosecution last year. This year. This is both this year, so yeah, next year we're still gonna have this notification, but it's gonna say last year. But I think all in all, everything is improving. Capacity, this is interesting. Oh, we have even more capacity here. That's strange. I think we might have, you know, because we moved so many people from all around. Well, do we need more people? That's the question. I don't know. Maybe in the universities, like if I go all in universities, looks like, oh, perfect, this is almost done. By the way, this fertilization, one other thing that would definitely this game could improve, like queuing up the research, because there's always like a downtime when you research something. You get notification, but you know, that's more or less it what you get. Oh, factory is done. I thought I started this one the last. That's very interesting. Electricity is not here. Why? Because this one is not done. That's also good. No problem. Let me go and check my construction offices here. Here we go. B2, for some reason, has nothing to do. So I'll give you something to cry about. There we go. I can even give them the storage area here. And we have B... Oh, dear God. B3 has nothing to do. Sure, I can assign the same things to them. I think these could be the last things we need to do. Boom! Sewage! We have sewage. Darn. The only thing is without jobs now and place of spirituality. That's a good problem to have. That's a very good problem to have. They're working on the groundwork here. After the groundwork is done, they just need to deliver bricks. And since we are building within a city, this is gonna give us a huge boost of locals working on these construction sites, which I usually also kind of approve. So from here on, I think our construction is gonna progress very nicely, very timely. So no issues there. I think you can see even these things. I hope that everything is covered with electricity. Looks like it is. We'll see. We'll see. Once this is done, because we don't have anything to build. This is where people were saying in my comment section, because most of the stuff I do, you guys educate me and share very, very good tips and tricks and stuff, and then I share it with you. So I'm not smart, you guys are smart, and you are the reason why, you know, things function around here as they do. So the story. Oh, can we start with this? We can start getting vehicles, right? Let's go. Yeah, let's. Well, let's see with the buses. Like, how many workers we're gonna need here? We said 100 over here, right? So I'm just gonna go and I wanted to finish my thought. Everything you taught me, guys, is why you should never speed things up. You should be planning, 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 planning. I believe that will be Stutz who said it in my Alaska series, and he was absolutely right. You don't need to speed anything up. There's so much stuff to do for you. Like, for example, planning for the new industries, like if you're going to go for meat or not, or whatever we're going to go for. Expanding your city population, which I think would be more priority. With this, what we built here with these residential buildings, we only increased our population by another 330 people, but all of this here will require altogether 100, let's double check that because we're gonna need to talk about this. We're gonna need 100 and 100 and then 80. So that would be 280 people times 3, that would be 810 workers altogether working in these industries, but 810, it's how much population we're gonna have at least to work in these industries. Borovo Vukovar, it's one of the rubber factories in my neck of the woods during Yugoslavia, when employing more people than the city had, the local city. Anyway, so what we need to do here is supply people, workers to the factories. So how do you do that? I prefer, we already spoke about this, I prefer to have less than half of the factory workers being supplied bus. Each bus has to have less than half of workers. I talked about this as well in the previous episodes. Why is it so? Because, oh, Harvest started, I didn't even see. Harvest Festival. Because if you deliver a full bus of people, let's say factory has 100 people, your bus has 100-person capacity, you deliver 100 people. When the next bus comes, if there's no empty spaces in the factory, you're screwed. That bus is not going to unload any people, they're just going to go back home. And then 3 seconds later, your factory releases all the workers to go home, and suddenly the factory is... and suddenly the factory doesn't work at all. So I like to do, why not half, why less than half? It's half or less if you're gonna have 2 buses, depending on the distance, but less capacity of your buses, the better. But then you can't have everybody coming with cars because of the traffic, same issue with the smaller buses, so what do you go for? That's a perfect question, and we're gonna start talking about this now. What buses do we need to supply these factories? We're gonna go only for vanilla items. This is how we play this series. We're gonna go by capacity. You can see capacity. Here we go. Speed and capacity is going to be 2 things we're going to be discussing. This is Skoda 123. The hell? That's the Toad one, the one that has a trailer. 123. No, this is almost what I was saying, the whole factory. No, we need to have less than 135 divided by 2. That's 65. So it would be ideal to have less than 65 workers. But also, if we decide that we're going to have better roads eventually, potentially having the faster buses. And this is where Skoda Lux luxurious one comes into play, which is one of the favorites, I think, everybody's favorites. And I think I'm gonna go for this one, and I think I'm gonna buy 3 of the... Oh, we don't have space anymore, that's fine. 3 of these. I bought 2 of these, which is actually probably the best thing, because we have one of the stupidest things in the world that this game... Oh, one thing I forgot is the fire department. We needed to calculate. The fire department doesn't need... that does need to be calculated how many workers they have. Anyway, so I will just set this line like this, and I'm gonna assign the second Skoda here and tell them not to go to the storage area, so go and do the needful. The problem that we have now is that one of the stupidest things in this game, in my opinion, is how they set up the line spacing. Initially it was called the line spacing, which we're gonna go and inspect the line details. There's line spacing disabled. This was how the game used to function, is where the 2 buses are literally, you have place A, place B, or if you have more, but for simplicity, place A and place B, they literally are same distance from every station constantly. So when one bus slows down, that's it, both of them slow down, because line spacing, they kept the line spacing perfectly. And the problem with this was that literally buses were just moving 30 kilometers per hour, even though the roads are 60, there's no traffic, nothing. They were just because one was slowing the other one, and probably there was a hard limit on hard speed limit on 30, or not the limit on 30, but lower limit on 30, that they cannot go slower than that, because I think they would slow each other to stop, because it's very, very stupid. And what they did, instead of changing the line code there to actually say, look, when you come to the station, they are released from station to station in separate increments. They actually forced everybody, including yours truly, including you and me, to build a stupid stuff called the end stations. Now, end stations are just the last station on the line. In this game, no. In this game, end station means that this is kind of like depot, but not a depot. It's a station, but it's not a station. It's just a stupid building that releases the vehicles in a timely manner. And you have to build a building that releases vehicles in a timely manner. This is my understanding. I'm often wrong. Please correct me in the comment section, but this is my understanding what the end station is. And yeah, that's it. And it's even under the depots, so it's not a depot, it's an end station. So bus end station large, I believe, would be, or small. If we go small, this is parking spot. No, you have to go large, because we will have different industries related to our first city. It's not important now, by the way, just fear not. This is really not important now. Our buses can deliver people here as they wish, because they are less than the full capacity of these industries, so, you know, fear not. Resources missing, chemicals. So, gentlemen, start your engines, deliver chemicals here. So, just chemicals. There we go. You can deliver fabric in here? The fuck? Okay, sure. And here we're gonna be storing the only fabrics, which is, you know, we don't have to do this, but just for excellence, if I by accident assign this to wrong something, so at least we can do something. So we need chemicals, and that's it. 41 minutes into this episode, famous last words, we're done. Yeah, so I think we should be done with this. We just need chemicals to produce fabrics, and then we need humans to work here. Humans are already on the way, as you can see here, in perfectly spaced out. Oh no, this is the different one. This is for the heating plant. Oh, I still have that shit. Ooh, Stonosat. I don't know if I should be having these guys. Let's pause this. This one is oh no, they're actually going there. That's the same. Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought they were going here. Let me see the line and the vehicles here. We have only one. Okay, this is fine. So we don't have a big bus delivering people here. We need to see how this is gonna survive the winter with only one small delivery. One of these. If I was a bit smarter, I could have built a heating plant here and then supply everybody from the same bus station, or even now, maybe I can build a bus station, then this factory will be out of range, but you know, doesn't really matter. It's all good. At least we're gonna have firefighters now. They're very shortly going to be here. Again, this is not gonna start producing until we get chemical. Oh, 6 tons. Okay, they're pissing me off. I missed something. What the Okay. I'm looking at the fabric factory, and here it says that it has 6 tons. And here it says that it has 12 tons. It's on the right-hand side, chemicals. We'll see 12 tons of chemicals. I have no idea. This game sometimes, guys, oof, pisses me off. I don't know. Look, 6 tons is fine as well. 12 tons is better, but it is what it is, I guess. I think now that we have this done, I think I'm gonna just remove the option for vehicles to go in this direction anyway. I should even purify the water a bit. Yeah, that would be it. And well, until we get the chemicals, we need chemicals here. Chemical brothers need to arrive. What are you doing? This guy is importing F2. Ah, you see this? Oolykee totally forgot. We have a footpath construction offices. That would be the footpath 1. Where are you getting your people from? Oh, labor pickup. Okay, and we have a footpath 2 somewhere. Bus 1. We have a second footpath office 2, and it's picking humans up from the border crossing. That nonsense needs to stop right away. Okay, there we go. So employment. I think we'll have to wait for the chemicals to be delivered here. You can see that. Oh, water as well. Oh, yeah, there we go. You see, Oolykee is not that smart. Let's go and see what I missed here. Water, there we go. Input of water to both of these, that's fine. Let's go like this. Water. Do it like this, and then here. Like this, and then let's see if we can get this water connected. I'm gonna do, well, should I be promising you stuff? Will you believe me if I do? That's probably the better question. This is the water switch. No, that's actually in the wrong position. That's not where I wanted to build it. Remove you. Water switch needs to be around here. So we already have a lot of footpaths in this neighborhood, so water switch here. F3. Water is fine. Water can navigate. The water pipes can navigate easily everywhere, so that's not a problem. So if we go like this, yeah, I'm just gonna go ugly way, just like direct lines, because there are more savings there. So just deliver all of this. That's fine. Let's go with the construction. So I'm gonna assign first. I'm gonna assign the basic construction to all of these. Oh, this needs to be connected to footpaths underground, and let's see what we have. So please focus on these. Whoa. No, mud footpaths alone only. Do we have... Oh, of course it's not. Now they decided to assign all the construction vehicles from this. That's... Ah, right, they weren't assigned here at all because there was a road being built. Yeah, and I'm gonna go and assign like this straight away. Bus 1. Oh, sorry, let's go with one by one. Bus 1 priority, bus 3 priority, bus 1 priority. Then we have bus 2, yes, priority, and we have 2 more. We have this one, bus 3, yes, priority, and this one here, bus 2, and thumbs up, yes, priority, yeah, boy. Okay, harvest started. Let's speed this up. We have under 12 minutes. Will we be able to finish this? Has Slavic science gone too far? I wanted to say I promise you that we're gonna be finishing this, but I mean, like, I really want to, because I'm definitely gonna do a jump cut, and I'll show you last segment as we start producing the stuff. But yeah, missing chemicals and water. Chemicals should be delivered shortly, hopefully. Let me just double check these guys. I think our distribution... Oh, we forgot. Well, kinda. Let's go with synthetic fertilizers. We need that. We need that anyway, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, research program finished. This is what I missed. That doesn't matter. And this is why queuing up research would probably come in very, very handy. Chemicals, I'm expecting chemicals to be delivered eventually, but our distribution offices are definitely, I see 2.1 tons, 2. Oh god, he just started. Yeah, let's enjoy him. Tom 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 tom. I think it's fine. We already enjoyed this road many times. It's becoming quite busy. Fear not, the busyness is created by your depots. What the hell does that mean? I'm standing behind it very firmly. Business, parking spaces, in real life parking spaces, and you know, where people park their cars, like house parking spaces and shopping center parking spaces, are the generators of the traffic. So in this game, the generator of traffic is the depots where your vehicles are. So you can see that this main road to the border crossing is very busy, but as we are less reliant on the imports, and as we move stuff from that road, let's say all these construction offices, only people that need to go to the border crossings will go to border crossings. So just a heads up, this is how it works. Yeah, you can see here that a lot of these constructions are actually already, well, I probably shouldn't over-exaggerate, but we're working on it. Yeah, boards seem to be the name of the game. No more chemicals missing here, so now it's just H2O, water. In the meantime, by the way, if you have these kind of issues, you should just buy a vehicle and start delivering fabric over here. You know, you don't have to build your own. Currently we are at 2,000 tons of crops. They are on top of everything. Let's see here. This is why you put 2 vehicles at the same time. 2 vehicles per field, per harvester. Because of this, you see what's happening here? The harvester is filling the harvest faster than the vehicles can pick it up. And that is especially true when you have mud roads, and then when the rain falls, it's gonna be even worse. But eventually you do have, because your harvesters should finish harvesting the fields not before the winter, because depending on the speed of the harvester, but we are not exaggerating here. We're not pushing too much here. We only have like 6 small and 12 big fields. Like you can literally have like tens of fields assigned to a single farm. So it all depends on like the amount of harvesters and how fast they are to finish all the harvest. This, I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe that they can finish all of these fields in easily with these harvesters, with these trucks, that this is well balanced. We will have fertility increase to over 200% when we get all the fertilizers up, but I believe even still with that, it's gonna be good. I'm pretty confident in the way I design my farms, and I'm really happy how everything works. But like I said before, here there's already 20 tons. And then vehicle can only take 10, so you can see that they are getting more crops than they can take, they can take in. And you can see the trucks, as soon as they're unloaded, they go back into the field. You can, we definitely will need more tractors, and I will do this right now, because, what, too late for sowing, winter is approaching. Yeah, so everything is, I'm pretty confident with our farms, and we do need these 3 tractors, additional ones, because they're going to be spreading fertilizers and stuff. They're going to be quite busy, and this needs to be done. I think fertilizers are a little bit slower than, well, the same speed as plowing and stuff, so they really need to be on top of everything with fertilizing. They need to go twice on the fields, and having 9 of them for all of these fields, I think it's, I want to say bare minimum, but yeah, I definitely recommend that. And then we have space for 3 more vehicles. If you want to buy them, you can monitor your farms and see if you are overproductive and that your crops are going to waste. By the way, if they are harvested, they never go to waste because you're literally fertilizing the next season. But they do need to be harvested. If they rot on the fields like this, for some reason, that's not harvested. That's not contributing to fertilization. That is my understanding. And this one is not assigned to anything, so just to 1 and 3 and 2 and all of you. Go for it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We still need water. They would have sewage problems, but we still need water. How are you doing with water? They need humans here. They need humans and steel here. That's steel is here. Perfect. Oh no, that's steel for the pipes. But they needed steel for the pipes. They don't need any more. And then we have here, we need steel over here and steel over here. We just need steel delivered, but you can see that a lot of them are already in finishing stages of construction. These ones need humans, this one needs humans. I'm pretty sure steel is on the way on all of them, so yeah, that's gonna be done. We still have like 5+ minutes into this episode, so. And by the way, this is done. Like a lot of stuff, this is, everything is done. Like we're doing it, we're doing it. Like stuff is being done. Prohibit waste disposal. We can remove this nonsense. Looks like, no, they're still gonna be dumping everything in the mixed waste. I thought if they have access to the others and they're gonna be just, no. It's mixed waste, that's fine. I'll just wait. This is gonna take a bit of time to fill all the way, but I'll just wait. I'm not in a rush with this testing. Like I said, mic check 1, 2. Potentially this one might be filled faster if we populate all the humans here, because this is gonna be done relatively soon. How are we doing with the workers? Oh, not that bad, not that good. Let's see how humans are doing elsewhere. I'm gonna slow time down and let's get not apartments, we need humans. Let's just get workers. Do we have any double-digit numbers? Here we go. 10. 12. I'm moving the screen because if you just press on a different building, this screen disappears. So this is the reason why I'm moving moving this around, just because it's pinned then. So let's have these for now delivered. Many of them are gonna have to go to the re-education and stuff, but you know, school, and it's not gonna be ideal, but these are additional workers that are gonna put pressure on the on our amenities, but I think we're looking good. We're looking very good. Oh, I think I didn't transfer all of them. Let's go for another batch of humans. Human batteries. Matrix. Just dropped a 9. I really like to make our people happy, and this is why I offer them even meat. You don't need to give them meat from the beginning. They're not gonna die or anything. It's just like they're gonna be less happy and less productive. So you can like not give them sports, even religion. Alcohol is not needed, so you can have like sober nation. I don't think there's a downside to alcohol, especially when you do research like medical research and stuff, but yeah, I think this is okay. Oh, am I losing humans? Or I never populated those? I don't know. Like, how many apartments we have around here? Empty. It seems like we are, we're doing okay, but suddenly I see these, like, free spaces in apartments and stuff. 6 of them here. I know that you're transferring, like, sometimes older people there, but yeah. What do we have? Unemployment too high. Yeah. You hope. You wish. Missing resources. Seriously, still water? Come on, guys. Oh, these 2 guys. This one and this one. Materials are there, just the... Oh, let's speed it up. I think this could be the last of the last Mohicans. Oh, they're gonna bring all of them to one construction site. Oh, you bollocks. Yeah, whatever. Where's the other one? Oh, I don't have a shortcut here. I was supposed to build a shortcut. I think this is good enough. Footpath is gonna handle it, I believe. Let's see if it's gonna be assigned. Oh, now they have to go around. Maybe it's not going to be assigned. Oh, we can do it manually. F1 and where's the F2? Here we go, F2. Boom. Footpath offices can deal with this. And boom! As promised, 58 minutes and 50 seconds plus the intro and stuff, so just under 60 minutes. We are producing clothing, guys. Absolutely glorious. I'm really happy about this. We can limit these amounts as well. We can start sourcing stuff from here, but I prefer having... What the hell? Alright, what the hell was like 90 tons or something? Anyway, 100 tons is the capacity here. The trucks can deliver, I believe... I forgot how much they can deliver. Let me see the workers here. Oh, we do have. Okay, so let's go for another 2 buses, I think. Let's go with 1. I like the, like we previously mentioned, Škoda Lux is the one that I like to go for. So I'm just gonna go and copy paste this guy's schedule on my new Škoda. Škodilak, that's the one, and then don't go to storage. It's gonna either go to pick people up or refueling. There we go. You know what's good for you. I need to deplete this oil, this fuel first from here because I don't want to waste the fuel. But yeah. Oh, even this is done. Oh, sweet. That's it. I said what I needed to say. I will assign this. This is gonna be finished like very, very fast. We're done with all the projects here. We just need to build a residential building, which is also done. That's gonna be bus 3, I believe, and priority. And who is assigned to this one? Bus 2, bus 3, and this is gonna be bus 1. Bus 1. That's it. In next episode, we're gonna be increasing the population of the city. We're gonna be micromanaging the production. This is our main income now. We need to get these crops. Obviously, it's cotton now. That's the yellowish cotton, the most yellow cotton that I ever saw. But obviously, cotton and jute or whatever the cloths are made of. And this is what we're making: clothing. Potato sacks for people to wear. So yeah, that's it. This is going very well. Productivity is quite low, but we're gonna talk about that in the next episode. We're gonna increase that by people happiness, and we're gonna out of goods. Yeah, distribution. That's gonna be the name of the game for the next one. Good that we got notifications, so we'll talk about it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share notification bell, ring at the comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, have description of the video. See you next one. Bye.